Hey, how's it going everybody? It's Tanner here, and welcome back to a new Ninjago Prime Empire episode review and discussion here on the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about episode 13 of Prime Empire, entitled Ninjago Confidential. As we normally do for these episode reviews on the channel, I'll be going ahead and talking about some of the positive things about the episode that I enjoyed first off, then we'll jump into some of the more negative things, and then at the end of the video, I'll be giving the episode a final score out of 10. So let's go ahead and discuss this episode. What is it all about, and what are some things that I enjoyed? Well, for starters, the actual episode is basically centered around Zane and Pixel as they investigate what exactly is going to be going on with Milton Dyer, otherwise known as the creator of Prime Empire. And there is some funny stuff going on here. The entire episode is kind of, I guess, conceived in this sort of late 60s, early 70s detective style drama, and it looks really, really cool overall. I love the actual design of this. Zane overall in the episode has stated that because they want to do detective work, he has researched several detective movies, and the actual episode is kind of a nod to that. So it definitely looks really fun. The actual episode is in black and white a lot, and they do have a funny dynamic with Zane where he kind of narrates himself and Pixel kind of gets annoyed. It's pretty funny to watch, but the aesthetic is also nice too. Again, it does kind of harken back to those older detective movies, maybe even from the early 50s, that kind of style. So it's really fun to see this actually executed in Ninjago. But stepping aside from that, the actual setup is kind of nice. They do meet up with Milton Dyer at the end after Zane is kidnapped by the mechanic, and that'll of course lead into the next episode where both of those things will have a little bit larger of a role. Also, Dareth appears, so that's something. I haven't really seen him in a while, and I kind of forgot he existed, but he's back, so I guess that's good for some Dareth fans out there. I myself don't really care about him too much, but as an episode goes, they also do have some bad things as well. So let's go ahead and talk about some negative things about the episode. First of all, the episode is kind of slow, and while the jokes do keep the episode going, not all of them kind of land, and eventually it does kind of start feeling a little boring and a little stale. I mean, you know, it's like, we get it, detective joke. It kind of was funny for the first few minutes, but as the episode goes on, it kind of gets a little more boring and a little bit more slow. And overall, I guess I kind of desired a little bit more of a quicker pace, as we have received with previous Prime Empire episodes, but the episode kind of slowed down a little bit and showed us Zane and Pixel and what they were up to. And I don't feel like that's a bad thing. Again, they are part of the ninja team, and since they cannot enter the game, this is basically all they can do, and they are useful elsewhere. And that's pretty much all I have to say about this episode. It's kind of just an interesting twist on an old genre featuring Ninjago characters. I thought it worked for what it needed to, but I don't really think this episode needed to necessarily exist. I feel like it could have existed in a better way, but I do appreciate what they were trying to go for here. And the episode wasn't completely terrible either, but it is one of the weaker Prime Empire episodes in my opinion. I'm going to go ahead and give this episode a 7 out of 10 for everything I just listed in my review. Definitely not a terrible score for this episode, but the episode could have been improved drastically, and I feel like some stuff that they were trying to aim for was, of course, successful, while other things were not. But let me know down below in the comments what you thought about this episode, and thank you so much for watching this review. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and check out the links down below in the description for my other forms of social media. As always, big shout out goes out to my Patreon supporters, including once again the marvelous Jan. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Once again, my name is TannerFishies, and with that I bid you farewell.